What if I told you that the most dangerous piece of furniture in your home isn't your staircase? It isn't your bathtub. And it isn't your bed. It's your favorite chair. The same armchair you sink into every evening. The same sofa where you spend hours scrolling, watching television, or relaxing after work. Because every minute you spend in that chair, something subtle is happening. Your hips move less. Your core switches off. Your ability to get up from the ground slowly fades away. And here's the uncomfortable reality: for many older adults, the loss of independence doesn't begin with disease. It begins with the loss of movement. Now compare that with the people of Okinawa, Japan, one of the world's most famous longevity regions. Many older Okinawans maintain remarkable mobility well into their 80s and 90s. While there are many reasons for their longevity, one often overlooked habit is that traditional daily life involves frequent transitions between the floor and standing. They don't just exercise differently. They live differently. And today, you'll discover how one ancient sitting habit may help preserve your strength, mobility, and independence for decades to come. Stay until the end because I'm going to show you a simple 30-second test that may reveal more about your functional age than the number on your birthday cake. The invisible aging crisis. Most people believe aging is what causes stiffness. But many mobility experts argue that the real problem is something else. We stop moving through the ranges of motion our bodies were designed to use. Think about the average day. You wake up and sit at breakfast. You sit in the car. You sit at work. You sit while eating dinner. Then you sit on the couch. The modern world has become one giant sitting machine. And the human body adapts. If you stop using a movement, you slowly lose access to it. This is especially true for the hips, ankles, knees, and spine. Researchers have repeatedly found that mobility, balance, and the ability to transition between positions are powerful indicators of healthy aging. A 2025 follow-up study published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that performance on the sitting-rising test was strongly associated with long-term health outcomes and mortality risk. The test evaluates something surprisingly simple: can you sit down on the floor and stand back up again with minimal support? So let's try it. Right now. Stand up if you can do so safely. Slowly lower yourself to the floor. Then stand back up. How many times did you need to use your hands, knees, or furniture? How stable did you feel? Don't worry if it wasn't graceful. This isn't about judgment. It's about awareness. Because your ability to move from standing to the floor and back again may tell you more about your future independence than your age ever could. The secret movement advantage of floor living. Now let's look at something fascinating. When you sit in a chair, your body is supported. The furniture does much of the stabilizing work for you. But when you sit on the floor, your body becomes the support system. Suddenly, your muscles have a job to do. Your trunk remains engaged. Your hips must adapt. Your spine continuously makes tiny adjustments. Movement experts sometimes call this active rest. You appear to be relaxing. Yet your body is constantly making small corrections to maintain comfort and balance. Unlike a rigid chair position, floor sitting encourages frequent posture changes. You shift your weight. You uncross your legs. You rotate your hips. You reach. You twist. You reposition. Over time, these thousands of tiny adjustments create movement variety that many modern adults rarely experience. Think of it as a low-intensity mobility session hidden inside your everyday life. No gym membership required. No workout clothes necessary. Just sitting differently. Why floor sitting may help preserve mobility. Here's where the biology gets interesting. The human body thrives on what scientists call mechanical loading. Bones, muscles, tendons, and joints respond to the stresses placed upon them. When movement becomes limited, tissues often adapt by becoming less capable of moving through large ranges. Floor sitting naturally exposes the hips and lower body to a wider variety of positions than most chairs ever allow. Cross-legged, kneeling, side-sitting, shin box positions, deep squatting. Each posture gently challenges different muscles and connective tissues. The result? You maintain familiarity with movement patterns that become increasingly important as you age. In fact, one reason floor transitions are so valuable is that they require a combination of balance, strength, flexibility, coordination, and mobility all at once. Those are precisely the qualities associated with functional independence later in life. The Okinawan-inspired mobility toolkit. Let's talk about the 3 foundational positions. Position 1, the cross-legged sit. This is the simplest starting point. Sit comfortably on a cushion. Cross your legs. Keep your chest tall. If your knees sit high, that's okay. Use additional support under your hips. This position gently encourages external hip rotation and improves your tolerance for sitting without back support. Spend just a few minutes here at first. Position 2, the 90 to 90 shin box. This posture is a favorite among physical therapists and mobility coaches. One leg sits in front at 90 degrees. The other sits behind at 90 degrees. This position trains both internal and external hip rotation simultaneously. These rotational capacities are often among the first movements lost with age and prolonged chair sitting. Switch sides frequently. Move slowly. And focus on comfort rather than perfection. Position 3, the deep resting squat. This may be the closest thing humans have to a natural resting position. For thousands of years, people around the world ate, rested, worked, and socialized in deep squats. The position challenges ankle mobility, hip mobility, balance, and posture. If a full squat isn't available to you yet, hold on to a stable support or place a rolled towel beneath your heels. Remember, progress beats perfection. Every small improvement counts. The hidden enemy, shortened hip flexors. Here's something many people never realize. Hours of chair sitting place the hips in a flexed position. Day after day. Year after year. Over time, many people begin to lose extension through the front of the hips. This can affect posture, walking mechanics, balance, and comfort. Floor sitting doesn't magically solve every mobility issue. But it does encourage more frequent position changes and greater movement variability throughout the day. And movement variability is one of the body's greatest allies. The body loves options. Problems often begin when we only use one position. How to transform your home into a movement-rich environment. Now let's make this practical. You don't need to throw away your furniture. You don't need to become a minimalist monk. You simply need to create more opportunities to move. Start with one floor cushion. Place it near where you normally relax. Then use habit stacking. Checking emails? Sit on the floor. Scrolling your phone? Sit on the floor. Watching your favorite show? Spend part of the time on the floor. Reading a book? Sit on the floor. The goal isn't discomfort. The goal is variety. Movement woven naturally into daily life. The beginner progression. Week 1, 5 minutes per day. Use cushions freely. Change positions often. Week 2, 10 to 15 minutes daily. Begin experimenting with cross-legged and shin box sitting. Week 3, add supported squats and floor-to-stand transitions. Week 4 and beyond, aim for 30 to 60 minutes of accumulated floor time spread throughout the day. Listen to your body. Mild stretching sensations are normal. Sharp pain is not. If you have existing medical conditions, balance concerns, or joint problems, consult a qualified healthcare professional before making significant changes. The compound effect of functional freedom. Now imagine two versions of yourself 20 years from now. One struggles to get off the floor. Needs assistance after a minor fall. Avoids movement because movement feels difficult. The other can kneel, squat, sit on the ground, stand up confidently, move through life with freedom. The difference isn't luck. It's what was practiced consistently over time. The ability to transition from the ground to standing remains one of the most practical skills a person can possess. Researchers studying the sitting-rising test have repeatedly shown that this simple movement reflects an integrated combination of strength, balance, flexibility, and coordination, all key ingredients of healthy aging. And perhaps that's the real lesson from Okinawa. Longevity isn't just about living longer. It's about staying capable longer. It's about preserving the freedom to move through the world on your own terms. To sit where you want. To stand when you choose. To live with dignity and confidence. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, spend at least 10 minutes each day sitting on the floor. Notice what feels stiff. Notice what improves. Notice how often your body wants to move. Because every time you choose the floor over the chair, you're sending your body a message: stay adaptable. Stay capable. Stay independent. And if you're ready to join the movement of rewilding the modern home and reclaiming the mobility our ancestors took for granted, leave a comment below and tell us one floor sitting position you're going to try this week. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to stay strong, active, and independent for life. And remember, the goal isn't simply to add years to your life. It's to add life to your years.